Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into something a lot of you have been asking about: how to tell if a guy likes you, even when he's trying not to show it. Yeah, you heard me right. Some men are masters at hiding their feelings. Maybe he's shy, maybe he's overthinking, or maybe, just maybe, he doesn't even realize he's showing signs that he likes you. But here's the thing: body language and subconscious actions never lie. So today, we're breaking it all down. If you've been wondering, does he like me, or am I just imagining things? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Let's get started. All right, let's talk about eye contact. If a guy likes you, his eyes will betray him. He might try to play it cool, but notice how he looks at you. Does he glance at you when he thinks you're not looking? Does he hold eye contact for just a second longer than usual? That's not random, it's attraction. Some guys, especially the more reserved ones, will look away the second you catch them staring. It's like their brain panics. Oh no, she caught me. But guess what? That's a sign right there. Now let's talk about how he acts around you. Does he get weirdly quiet when you're nearby, or maybe the opposite? He starts talking more and cracking jokes, even if they're totally unnecessary. That's his nervous energy kicking in. Think about it. When we're around someone we like, our body reacts. Some guys freeze up because they don't want to mess up, while others overcompensate by acting like the funniest guy in the room. Either way, if his behavior shifts when you're around, he's feeling something. But here's where it gets really interesting: his body language. Even if he's trying to hide his feelings, his body will give him away. Watch for things like subtle leaning in when you talk, even if it's just a little. Mirroring your movements. If you take a sip of your drink, he might do the same without even realizing it. Pointing his feet towards you, even if he's pretending to be interested in something else. These things happen instinctively. He's not thinking, oh, let me make sure my feet are pointing at her. Nope, his body is naturally drawn to you. And let's not forget the accidental touches. If he finds little excuses to brush against you, playfully tap your arm, or fix something near you, yeah, that's not a coincidence. Even if he immediately pulls away like it didn't happen, the fact that it did means something. Now, what about texting? This is where it gets tricky, because some guys overthink everything. If he likes you but is trying not to show it, he might be inconsistent. Sometimes texting back super fast, other times taking forever. That's him second-guessing himself. You might notice he sends a text and then unsends it. Or he types, then deletes, then types again. Classic sign of a guy overanalyzing what to say because he doesn't want to mess up. And listen, if he's always remembering little details you've mentioned in passing, that's a huge giveaway. You might have mentioned your favorite coffee order once, and suddenly he remembers it weeks later. That's not random, that's interest. At the end of the day, guys who like you, whether they admit it or not, will always find a way to be around you. Even if he's not making a big move, he's positioning himself in your space. He might show up where he knows you'll be, linger a little longer in conversations, or laugh just a little too hard at your jokes. So if you've been noticing these little things, trust your gut. He might not be saying it out loud, but his actions, they're telling you everything. All right, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments, have you ever suspected a guy liked you but was trying to hide it? What were the signs? I'd love to hear your stories. All right, let's start with the most obvious but easiest sign to miss: eye contact. I don't care how good a guy is at hiding his feelings. His eyes will always give him away. You ever catch a guy staring at you, and the moment your eyes meet, he immediately looks away? That's not a coincidence. That's his brain going, oh no, she caught me. And then there's the opposite. Some guys hold eye contact just a little longer than normal. It's not creepy, it's not obvious, but it's there. That's his way of connecting with you, even if he's not saying a word. But here's the trick. Watch what his eyes do in a group setting. If you're hanging out with friends, does he glance at you when someone says something funny? Does he look in your direction first when he enters the room? Those are huge subconscious signs that his attention naturally gravitates toward you. Now let's talk about his behavior around you. Some guys get super quiet when they like someone. They don't want to say the wrong thing, so they just freeze up. You might notice that he's totally relaxed and talkative around everyone else. But the second you show up, he gets quieter, more reserved. And then there's the opposite reaction. He suddenly becomes extra funny, extra loud, and extra talkative when you're around. It's like his brain goes, okay, I need to impress her. So he cracks more jokes, starts teasing his friends, or just acts a little extra. This is especially true if he tries to make you laugh. Humor is a huge flirting tool. If a guy is constantly trying to get a reaction out of you, he's definitely interested. Now, this next one is super sneaky, mirroring. People subconsciously copy the body language of those they're attracted to. So if you're sitting with your legs crossed, and after a few minutes you notice he crosses his legs too, that's mirroring. If you take a sip of your drink, and a second later he does the same, that's not random. His body is matching yours without him even realizing it. And here's a fun trick. Next time you're with him, subtly change your position. If he adjusts his posture shortly after, you'll know he's locked in on you. Now let's talk about touch. When a guy likes you, he'll find subtle ways to get physically closer, even if he's trying to be low-key about it. He might accidentally brush his arm against yours, or he'll find an excuse to touch something near you, like fixing your necklace or picking lint off your sweater. And if he's really into you, he might test the waters with a playful nudge, a high five that lasts a second too long, or a gentle touch on your back when guiding you through a crowd. But here's where it gets really interesting. Watch what happens after he touches you. If he pulls away quickly, almost like he's surprised he did it, he's fighting his feelings. It's like his body instinctively went for the touch, and then his brain went, wait, nope, can't do that. Okay, let's talk about his texting habits. Now this one is tricky because some guys are terrible texters, even if they do like you. But here's the thing. If he likes you, he'll make an effort. Maybe he doesn't text all day, but when he does, the conversation lasts. Maybe he doesn't send long paragraphs, but he always replies, even if it's just a quick message to keep things going. And here's a big one. Does he ever text you randomly about something you mentioned days ago? Like, hey, I remember, you said you love matcha lattes. I just tried one today, thought of you. That's not just small talk, that's intentional. It means he's listening to you and wants to connect over little things. All right, we're getting to one of the biggest clues of all, his presence. A guy who likes you, even if he's trying to hide it, will always find ways to be around you. Maybe he suddenly starts showing up at places you go often. Maybe he always finds a way to sit near you in group settings. Or maybe, when you're talking in a crowd, he shifts his body toward you, even if he's not part of the conversation. This is so important because people naturally position themselves toward what they're interested in. If you notice he's always lingering a little longer when you say goodbye, hesitating before walking away, yeah, that's not by accident. So what do you think? Have you noticed any of these signs in someone before? Or maybe you're realizing right now that a certain guy might have been into you all along. Let me know in the comments. I love reading your stories. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.